Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Veronique Chomba Fariala Smith, or you can call me V, or you can call me Mrs. V Smith, or you can call me Mrs. Smith, or like whatever, or you can call me whatever it is you call me, or is it like whatever. We're friends, right? You can come up with a nickname. Is Veronique Chomba Fariala Smith is just way too long for you. Anyway, today's gonna be more of like a chat video, like a chit chat while I clean up and make dinner. Um, the whole thing is like I'm just trying to be like a more well-rounded woman. I'm 32 years old. I'll be 33 in September, and like I feel like I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to be when I grow up, or like the type of person I'm going to be when I'm an adult, even though I'm like well in my 30s now. Like I'm fully an adult, and maybe other people in their 30s can tell me if like they feel this way too, like cuz I know being in the internet age, were unk. Anyone who was born in the 1900s were chopped and were unk and were old people and 6'7" and all the things, right? So like, but at the end of the day, like I still feel very much like my 15-year-old self. Like I still have the same consciousness. Like it's still the same person from when I was 8 years old. Like it's still me. Does that make sense? Like I know some people don't have internal. I heard some people don't have internal voices, but like if you are one of those people with internal voice, it is the same voice from when you were a kid, right? Like, because for me it is. It's like my thoughts and like how I speak to myself. It's the same me from when I lived in Africa or when I was speaking French instead of English. Like, except the French was my internal monologue. Now my internal monologue is in English. Some thoughts are in French because I'm thinking in French because I'm speaking about French. I'm thinking about like my family or like, yeah. So I'm thinking in French, but let's start cleaning up. Let's start the cleanup process. Look at that. Anyway, so today I will be making dinner. I'm gonna be making a red snapper. It's already been seasoned from yesterday. Some good produce, some good eats. So red snapper was one of those things. I'm eating this chow mein. So the kitchen is a mess from my lunch. I do work from home. I do eat lunch here. But let's talk about my current pet peeves, current issues. Also, if you watch my most recent video, you will notice that I'm much smaller than I was in the video I posted 2 weeks ago. But that's because those videos are from October, November, December. We're now in March. I wasn't gonna be that big forever. Once I catch it, once I see what's going on, because like you know how they talk about body dysmorphia? I have the opposite of body dysmorphia. My body dysmorphia makes me think I'm bad all the time. Like it's always giving. When I look in the mirror, like it's like the opposite. It's like the opposite. Most people look in the mirror and they're like, oh my God, I should lose some weight. I don't look the same. No, I'm so delusional, like deep in my delusions, that I looked in the mirror for the past couple, like the past year, the past 2 years, 3 years, and I was just like, this is fine. But it wasn't. It wasn't until I got a membership at the YMCA and stepped on the scale, and I saw a number that I've never seen before in my life. I've never, ever, 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 ever seen that number in my life. That was crazy to me. So I had to do something about it. Not on like some New Year's resolution, but like, girl, why would you ever be this big in your life? That makes no sense. Let's talk about being in our 30s and gaining weight and not noticing that you're gaining weight. That was my issue. It's like I'm putting on weight and I can't track it. Like I don't have a scale, and I've always been tall. Like I've been tall my whole life, so I've always been told not to look at the scale because of my height. Like some people, okay, if you're like 5'6", 5'5", and under, sure, step on the scale. That's probably a good thing to do. But when you're 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", you're going to weigh more than what you look like aesthetically. So I've never paid attention to what was on the scale. And when I went to the YMCA, when I first signed up, I think in November or something, or December, I changed gyms because that's the whole thing. Like I couldn't go to the gym because Planet Fitness is driving distance. I remember a couple of vlogs back, I was talking about how I don't want to drive anywhere. I don't want to drive anywhere. I want everything to be walking distance. That's the whole point of me living in the city. That's the whole point of me living in a downtown. So I can walk to get my coffee, walk to the dry cleaners, walk to the gym, walk to the dogs, just walk to dinner, walk to lunch. That's my whole bag. Like that's my bag right now. So with that said, I still have to cancel my Planet Fitness membership, mind you, because they make it hard. Like I can't even go to the Planet Fitness downtown. I can't go because I signed up for Planet Fitness when I was in high school. Where did I live when I was in high school? Taylor, Michigan. Am I gonna drive all the way to Taylor? Not that Taylor is that far from downtown. It's just not part of my walking lifestyle. It sure ain't walking distance. So I have to like plan it out. I mean, I could go when I go see my mom. I try to see my mom once a week, like on the weekends. I didn't go this weekend, but then every time I go to see my mom, I really just like I drive to her house and then I'm out of there, you know. And I don't linger, or unless I have to go to the mall. So it's like I really have to have a mission to like be in Taylor. So going to Planet Fitness just to cancel my membership seems really annoying to me. It doesn't make no sense. It doesn't. If I met you during COVID, I do not know you. Maybe now I know you. Maybe today I know you. But like in 2026, I know you. Like say we stay close beyond. Yeah, now I know you. But like if I met you during the pandemic in 2020 when the world was shut down and we became friends, that was not me. I was a different person. She was young, wild, and turned. Now I'm a very much more serious person. So it's like, I first of all, I've always been a serious person, like within my career and stuff. Like even when I was bartending, even when I worked in nightlife, even when I worked, I should be cleaning up. I'm over here yapping. It's 5:30. Julius gets home in 1 hour. Even when I was bartending, I was always very serious about like what I was doing at work. Like I remember like when I worked at Duo Lounge in Southfield, I just know, like, no one's ever told me this or whatever, but like, you catch the vibes, you know. I just know none of those bitches fuck with me at all at Duo. None of my coworkers liked me that much or like that or whatsoever at all, because at the end of the day, this is a job. This is a job, and the girls were there to do their big one. They and a lot of the girls, and that was what was irritating me was like bartenders, waitresses, women in nightlife or in service get judged so much because they have access to so many different people on a regular basis as part of their job. So a lot of guys don't like women in who bartend or who serve, or like they put bartenders in the same bracket as dancers. And to me that's crazy because you can bartend at a Bar Louie. You can bartend at a what's a nice family restaurant, at an Applebee's. You could bartend at a Chili's. You could bartend anywhere. But as soon as you bartend in nightlife, or like as soon as you say that, like especially where I was working at the time, or even in general, people are like, "Oh, you bartend?" That's da da da. People have these weird misconceptions about women in the service industry. So, as a person who always had a boyfriend, I hated that misconception because it was like, I'm just here to work. I'm just here to make a cocktail and get a $5 tip. Like, and in my brain, that's how it was. Like, I wasn't trying to like come up. It like my brain is this. I'm at the bar, drink for drink. That's how I make my. Okay, if you order 5 drinks, I'm expecting a $5 to $20 tip. Now, if I'm like zoop 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 zoop, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Especially in nightlife, what do you want? What do you want? Yeah, yeah. I'm expecting to like rack up my dollars and make maybe 200, maybe 400, maybe $500 that night, maybe like you know, and that's just the job. What I'm not doing is looking for a trick. What I'm not doing is looking for a man. So I feel like I took my job very seriously, more serious than the other girls. And it's no shade, no tea on the other girls that worked there during my time. But y'all know who you were. You know who you are. You know what you did. And I saw you. And I seen it. I seen it. I saw the play. I saw the play. It just wasn't my play. It wasn't my bag. I was just fine with just being a bartender. I did not need any customers to come to the bar thinking that I was more to them than just the bartender. Does that make any sense? Because like nightlife is tricky. Obviously, like weirdly enough, I did meet my man when I was working at a restaurant bar, but I was really young. He was young. We were both young. And I was a cashier hostess. So, and I was also in school.
Directly after high school, I started working at the original Bucharest Grill right in downtown Detroit at Park Bar. So I was going to Henry Ford Community College and working there. And it was during that time that me and Julius met for the first time. We didn't start dating right away, but we became really good
So, like,
friends.
while I was in school, I was bartending and waitressing and just making my way through the industry here in Metro Detroit, whether it be in Southfield at Duo or whether it was downtown or whatever. Like that, he understood that that was how I made money. Like that was my bag. That was my talent. I'm a people person. I got the gift of gab, and I can make you a really delicious cocktail. So he understood that about me. So it was never really an issue. So but like us dating had nothing to do with me meeting him where I met him. It just so happened that's where we met. But again, bartending and nightlife, it gets a bad reputation. It really does. It really does take a strong man to be with a woman with a bright personality, a woman who talks a lot. And that's my other thing that I've noticed at 32 years old is girls don't talk in front of men. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know that women aren't allowed to speak when they're in front of men. I didn't know that. That this is news to me as someone in their 30s. I did not know that being a talkative girl is rare because when I meet women, right? I'm a girl, so when I meet other women, we're like, hey, girl, blah blah blah. You know, like, what's up? Let's party, let's hang out, da da da. And women are talkative. They have big personalities. They're these wonderful, eccentric, eclectic people with so much great stories to tell. As soon as we get around some men, silencio, Beyonce mute challenge. The girls are quiet. The girls are not themselves. The girls turn into women I've never met before in my life. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that bitches just shut the fuck up when niggas come in the room. I did not know that. I didn't know that because I am a yapper. I'm a certified yapper. I have been yapping my whole life. In high school, when you hang out with like male friends, I had so many male friends, and not on some like girls are too much drama. No, I love women. I'm a girl. I'm not gonna say I'm a girl's girl because that's like toxic too. Like you can't even say you're a girl's girl anymore because you bitches are weird. But like I love having girlfriends. I love having female friends. I love female energy. I'm all about it. Hence why I've always worked at mostly up until coming into corporate America, I've always worked in all female environments, you know, like as far as bartending, waitressing, and all that stuff, I was always around women in my entire 20s. Even in high school, you're on the dance team, it's all girls. Like I love women, but I've also had healthy relationships with like platonic, friendly relationships with boys, and they've let me express myself. Like when we were young, oh, you're so funny, V. Oh, you know, V, what do you think of this? Or like da da da. So imagine my surprise into adulthood learning that there's women out there who literally cannot speak in front of men, and there's men out there who don't expect you to speak. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Like, I didn't know being a yapper was a rare occurrence. So to me, it's like y'all are fake. Women are fake. Y'all are fake. You're faking the funk. Because really, I remember I went on a girls trip to Chicago a couple years ago. I went for a girl's birthday, and one of the girls that was there at the friend of a friend, because I don't even talk to that girl anymore. But the friend of a friend, they were like smoking cigars. They were smoking cigars. They were smoking black and milds and whatever. I partake, and I don't think it's a big deal. And they're like, "Oh, let me get some spray because we might run into some guys, and I don't want to smell like I smoke. I don't want them to know I smoke." And I'm like, that is so fake because if you're a smoker, you're a smoker. The guy you're with would have to be compatible with a smoker. Because are you telling me that you're about to turn into a different person to accommodate a random guy that you don't even know that you just met today? You're gonna accommodate your entire hobbies and habits. Just that's pick me. That's pick me. That's pick me. And I hate when people say pick me because we'll throw pick me around. We'll throw it around like, oh, she's a pick me. Oh, that's pick me behavior. But changing your whole personality for men is for sure pick me behavior because you're trying to get chosen. You're trying to be chose. You're trying to be picked. That is pick me behavior. So if you're a smoker, be a smoker. If you're a yapper, be a yapper. Like be whoever you are authentically, and the right person will come. And if they don't mess with you, they just don't mess with you. It's okay with people don't like you. It's okay. I've come to that realization early because being an immigrant, being a black, dark skinned immigrant, and I'm no victim, like, because hello, look at the material. Being a black, dark skinned immigrant, people will dislike you for being different or being something that they're not used to. Like me speaking this way and looking like this rubs so many people the wrong way. So many people, oh, who do you think you are? Oh, you think you're bougie. Oh, you're too black to talk like that. Now, this doesn't happen to me often, but it has been said to me once. And it's something that's like sticks with you because it's like, what are you talking about? Like, this is me. This is how I was raised. This is what I look like. I can't control my circumstances, but I've gotten people who aren't so nice to me because I'm not like them. I've gotten black women who aren't so nice to me because I don't fit the mold of what a girl that they would be friends with would look like or act like. C'est la vie. That's life. That's just how it is. And I have no problem with that because I'd rather be around people who completely understand the vibe and who know the energy and they know the influence. Shout out to Julia Fox. Like I'd rather be around people who get it. But if you don't get it, why would I want to be around you? You know? Anyway, I'm about to cook this dinner. I'm about to show you guys this fish. All right. It's already been obviously I already seasoned it. Don't be alarmed. It's a whole fish. I am an African gal. These are African things. Red snapper is very much a West African thing. Even though I don't know if Congo is West Africa or Central Africa, but we're somewhere in the middle and to the right, okay? But look at that. So seasoned, whole fish. We're about to pop that in the oven. I'm about to turn on the oven right now. All right, guys, we're about to put the red snapper in the oven. I'm not really sure if I should do it with the foil on so it can get all nice and tenderized and I can be like tendernism. I don't know if I should do that or if I should just keep it open. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call Julius. Julius has taught me how to cook a lot. I can cook African dishes from like growing up, but like cooking specialty foods, that's Julius's bag. Even though I just told you guys the red snapper is an African thing, it is. I did put Julius on red snapper from the Senegalese restaurant on Grand River, somewhere on the west side. I think it's called Marty's. They have the best whole red snapper. I did put him on that, and then we started cooking our own at home. Anyway, I'm about to call him to see what he says. Let's see what my man says. Let me see what my man says. Hey, babe.
What's up, baby?
How are you?
All right. How are you?
I'm good. I'm about to put the red snapper in the oven. Should I put it in with the aluminum foil covering it or without it for the bake to on 350?
For the bake, you can put it with the foil.
Put it with the foil. That's what I was thinking. And
You
then
can
like
throw
take it off
if
to
you want to
broil.
cut it. You probably want, if you want, you could, dice some peppers and onions to put inside of it with it in the pan if you want.
Red onions. That's all I got.
Red onions and some peppers,
Okay, sounds good.
kind of like how they do it at cake, whatever that's.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll see you soon. I found some rice too.
Okay, lovely.
Bye. So he said to chop up some peppers and onions and put it inside the fish. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay, and then to clarify, you can get a red snapper on Inkster Road from KJ's in Garden City, and then Maddie's on Grand River on the west side of Detroit. So if you want your own red snapper, those two are my top two best red snappers in Michigan.